Hi everyone. So I thought I'd do a quick video for you today, and this is just my mineral foundation and concealer routine. Very fast, it's light coverage, and should work on a range of pale skin tones just because it is fairly sheer. The foundation I'm using is the Mercier mineral powder, and this one is in soft porcelain, which is the lightest shade. In MAC terms, my face is about NC 10. My neck is a little bit lighter, maybe, NC 5. And the concealer I'm going to use is from bareMinerals, and it is the Well Rested concealer. So I'm going to use this under my eyes, and if I have any kind of remaining really noticeable redness, I sometimes use it around my nose, that kind of thing. So if you are interested in seeing how I use these products, then stick with me. So to get a pretty light coverage, I use this Real Techniques blush brush. I also use this just for applying setting powder. It's a fairly large brush, and it is somewhat tapered, so you can use it for blush certainly, but you do have to be kind of careful because it's a pretty big brush. I do really like this for applying a pretty light coverage of mineral powder. So I'm going to use about that much, maybe a little bit more. And then I just kind of tap my brush in there, swirl it around, tap it off. And where I have kind of the most redness is on my nose and cheeks, and so those are usually the areas that I'm going to go to my face first where they'll get the most product. And then just kind of swirl it on. Don't have to use much pressure. This foundation, which I kind of hesitate to call it an actual foundation because it doesn't have a lot of coverage even if you really buff it in well. It has quite a bit of a glow to it, so it is definitely not matte. It's more of a satin plus finish. So sometimes if I use a little bit more product, and I am going to actually tap in a little bit more into the lid here, then I will set it with something else that's more matte. Like I've been using the Maybelline Dreamy matte powder lately for that. And then I just kind of go over the rest of my face just so that it's get the same level of powder on it, so that I don't have like way more muted freckles in one spot than another. So I'm just really looking to even out my skin tone, and that's about it. And give me a little bit less redness and kind of a nice shine. So that is it for the mineral powder foundation. Next I'm going to go into the bareMinerals Well Rested, and this I'm going to use first under my eyes. And the brush I'm going to use is this Sonia Kashuk 109. The reason I like this is that it's not very dense at all. It's very fluffy, lots of give. So I have issues with dryness, and I have quite a few kind of lines underneath my eyes. And if I use anything that's at all dense under my eyes applying this product, it tends to kind of glob up in the lines. So I want to put a very light layer of this on. So same thing, just kind of tap it into the cap, swirl it around, tap off any excess. And for this I actually kind of, I'm not really pulling, but just kind of holding everything taut so that it doesn't skip over my skin and end up with kind of places where the product is and then a bunch of cracks where it isn't. It's not such an attractive look. So this definitely can look a little dry. on my skin, so I do want to make sure I do not use much. So if you have, you know, any sort of like serious darkness that you're trying to cover, this is definitely not going to do it for you. I don't have much, but my freckles are quite a bit darker there, and I have some kind of purpley-ness. So I'm not trying to completely eliminate that, just kind of tone it down a little bit to get it a little bit more matching the rest of my face. So that's it. Pretty easy. I feel like today I don't really feel the need to add any more concealer, but sometimes I will put a little bit more on my cheeks, a little bit around my nose, that kind of thing. But I think for today it's good to go. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And if you've tried either of those products out, what brush do you like to use them with, and what you think of them? I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you are having a great day, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.